Hello everyone. So in this video, I'm going to be testing a new team, which is very interesting. This team literally destroyed the current meta in a matter of seconds. So what's this team is? It's basically Lestia, Ophelia Pyre, the immortal combination, added up to Lumia, which is the damage dealer right now, the best one right now, I think, and another tank, which is Saizo. So what's interesting about this team is Seizo. Why? So as you know, Seizo was released like 6 years ago, right? And at some point he was very overpowered, and at some point he was very weak, right? But right now, after they released the red artifacts for him, he became overpowered again. So how is that? So basically, as you know, like a full red artifact set. Where is the artifacts? Here is it. So as you know here, a red artifact set, like a full set like of here, or Acation, for example, it basically boosts the green skill for him. So for example here, it boosts the this spear skill for him, right? And it raises the damage for it. It multiplies somehow. So this multiplication level is somehow like maybe 1.35, 1.65, 1.50, whatever is it, multiplied in a decimal level, like not 10 times, not 20 times, just 1.5, 1.62. It doesn't go beyond that, right? Supposedly. Now, for Seizo, when he get a full red artifact set, he tend to have a multiplier of, like supposedly, he tend to have a multiplier of 1.35. It's supposed to be this way, right? So for example, on my Seizo over here, he have an attack damage of 22,316, right? So supposing that he got a multiplier of 1.5, he will be doing this damage plus 10,000, probably, right? So it's supposed to be like 32,000. So the trick here is, when you get Seizo a full red artifact, his damage multiplier turn to be a tenth unit, like a decimally tenth unit. So for example, it's supposed to be 1.35. 1.5 it turned to be 17.5 or 16.5. So it's multiplied literally 10 times. So the question here, is it a bug or is it meant to be this way? Nobody know. But for till now, like I'm still not adding up a red artifact set on Seizu because I'm kind of worried that it's a bug and they might fix it, because it's just not logical, the amount of damage which is added up to Seizu. So basically, in short, if you add up a red artifact to Seizo, like just at level 50, not more than that, he get a multiplier damage of around, well, 15 times more. So if he's doing per hit, let's say 20,000, he will be doing, or like let's say 23,000 like I have here, or 22,300, he will have like a multiplying of damage of 350,000 or 360,000. Now, trying this team, let's try it right now with my heroes, using my meta team against his meta team, adding up Seizo to it. Now let's see the battle and see how like quickly his team can beat mine. Now starting up here, later we will check the battle and we will check the stages of the battle and the damage and the healing and so on. But for now, check how much damage will Seizo be doing and check the amount, the numbers over my heroes. 209,000, you saw that. 496,000 on Dumia, you saw that. It's insanely a high amount. The speed up is already over. Now let's check here. As you can see, Seizo, like, he did literally 3.5 million damage. And that is way too much damage for a tank, right? So let's see another battle. It's quite the same team, but the result was a little bit different because he took more time to beat me this time. Now, I kinda was able to beat his team this time because I think of the critical strike level rate, because maybe I had like more critical strike levels and more critical damage resistance. But at the end of the battle, now watch, Saizo is insanely rehealing himself to a point that it's impossible to kill him. Now look over here. Ophelia is dead. Saizo isn't. Now, let's check here one more time. He did 10 million damage. Literally 10 million. While my Dumia did 5.2 million, but he did it in 1 minute and a half. In the previous battle, Seizu did literally 5 million in matter of 30 seconds, and now in matter of 1.5 minutes, he did 10 million damage. So you can have an idea how much damage does he do. Now, try one more battle. Now we're not going to use Lilith. We need to use heroes which can resist the damage of Seizu, right? So, Ophelia and Pyre, Destia as a tank, add beside it like Flint, so to add more protection, right? And we need some damage dealers, and I think of adding up Dumia. Let's see the result. Take a while to load, but let's speed up. I literally tried to use 2 tanks to avoid Seizo damage and to neutralize the danger that he do on my team. So Flint is somehow an option, although he's almost dying. He almost died. But Ophelia like saved him. Now, his team is almost dead. But Seizo is dead, so the match is over. I won. Yep, the match is over. Well, I lost, but technically I won, right? Because his team is dead. But as you can see here, it's the same result. He's the highest damage dealer in the team, in his team. While in my team I had Dumia because Dumia wasn't killed. He was defended by obviously Pyre and Ophelia, so it was impossible for him to kill me, like Dumia in this battle. Now let's try one more team. So we use a defense formation. Let's use it again, but without Pyre. And let's apply Sonics to it. At this point, Dumia here is not going to be a back row hero, he's going to be a mid row hero, which will make it so easy to kill him. But anyway, we're trying. Maybe somehow he will be defended. He is in the back row, that's good enough. Now we have Sonic, who is buffing the AP somehow. And hopefully Flint will provide a good amount of protection for the heroes in the front row, like him and Listia. Flint is dying, or actually he's dead. Yup, he's dead. And now, at this point, they are just battling Ophelia. They won. So I think I got lucky this time because Seizu was dead early. But to confirm the result, let's try the same team one more time, just to confirm the result. And see for ourselves how it goes this time. Speed up. We already know the result, but we want to see it one more time. Perhaps it will change and then it will be like basically my luck. Or we might find a new counter for this team, which has Seizo in it, so perhaps like Ophelia and Flint and Listia might counter Seizo somehow. Now, Flint is dead, and now everyone is dead because of Seizo. So as you can see, the result is not stable because it depends highly on the level of damage which Seizo does. This time he did 7 million, and all of them were dead. So I tried one more time, and I replaced Sonics with Teresa. So basically, I tried this team, and we can wait. How did I won? When did I won? Seems like that's weird. So let's see first the team which I used. Here was Teresa and see the result till the end. And let's review the battle which I won because if I remember correctly, it was time over. So it's weird that it's calculated that I won. So let's speed up and see. There's the Teresa effect here. Did she help or not? Flint is dead, so I'm lost. You already know the result, so anyway. Well, Teresa is doing quite a good damage, but it's useless. See the result? Did 2 million, and Dumia Mine did 3.2 million now. Seizo as well, the master of the damage in this battle, so it's understandable. Now let's see the team which I used to win, because I don't memorize that. I remember it was time over, so what the hell is that? Speeding up to the end of the battle to see how did it calculate it that I won this battle, because it was time over. I was lucky this time. If you remember, Flynn didn't die. That's why I won. So, what? The battle was time over. Well, I don't remember if it was time over or not, but if I remember correctly, it was time over when we played it. Or I don't remember anymore. So anyway, my advice is if you are a player who have Seizo and you have him at a good level of power and with a full skin, or not even a full skin because he doesn't have his Seizo with full skin. Let's compare. I think he doesn't have it with full skin. Here's my Seizo. It's just a battle to compare the two Seizos. So I have a full Rune Core and a full skin. Now let's see his skin. He doesn't even have a full skin. And Seizo is managing to do all of that. So if you're really a physical team player and you somehow count on Seizo as the main hero is in your team, I would advise you to add the red artifact to Seizo, because even if it's a bug and like if it's a mistake they made when they multiplied the green scale for him with adding the red artifact, it would be useful for you anyway. And if Seizo is not your main hero or not in your main formula, like for me, Seizo is not in my main formula. I might add him up soon, but he is not very flexible to add him to different teams, right? So, like for example here, where is the battle which I won? As you can see here, his Seizu team is always winning, but Once in defense, his Seizu was changed. Actually, I easily won. So how to say that? The Seizo formations are not very flexible to beat any team. They are not very flexible to win always. So if he's not your main hero, if he's not the main, well, the main damager you have, you don't have to add it up to him. You better add it up to perhaps Sonics if you have it, or Dumia, or Acation, or Lestia, or Ophelia, and keep Seizo as a second team option. If he's not your main hero, of course. Because we don't know yet if it's a bug or it's meant to be this way with him. And that's all with this video. Share it with your friends who played Magic Rush and tell me your opinion about this Seizo red artifact thing. Is it a bug or is it meant to be this way? And thank you for watching.